I've heard of eternity. I've not heard of time and eternity.
Well, hey, how you guys doing? We're back with more Time and Eternity. And joining me today is another friend of ours, Rafferty. How you doing, Rafferty?
Hello, world.
And apparently you've not heard of this travesty of video games.
No, I'm already getting virtual highlight 21st century vibes from it.
I build it as the worst game ever made, and there are a couple things kind of making me revisit that thought, and I'll get into that in a moment, but this is a miserable game.
Okay.
It's an RPG. Oh my god, the loudness.
The art looks nice.
Yeah, they do have some really good sprites in this, but what they do with them, not quite so much. So this game is about a princess who is Toki, the person on the left, and her husband, or her fiance rather, Zack, who is actually on the right. And I'll explain that in a moment too. Hold on.
So it's Drakengard for babies.
I guess you could put it that way. Oh shit. There we go. So, basically the story is that they were set to be wed. Oh, this enemy's awful too. And on the wedding day, her fiance Zack, who's character on the right, is actually murdered. So she goes back in time to try to stop his murder. In the process, his soul gets placed into the body of her pet dragon Drake, which explains why he's in a dragon body.
Well, okay, you said words like it was an explanation. It's like she went back in time and he wasn't dead.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow his soul got trapped in the dragon.
Well, he
wasn't dead.
Yeah, he didn't die in the future. As she went back into the past, his soul went with her. Don't try to understand it. This is just what happened.
Oh, okay. So we're back in the present now.
Oh no. This is currently in the past. So what happened?
We're still in the past.
Yes, I do normally recap, and I kind of forgot to do that. So here's the story thus far. We've gone back in time because he's set to be murdered, but whatever. So he gets put into the soul of a dragon, comes back in time with her. Also, he's an extreme pervert. We need to make that very clear. He's extremely perverted, and everybody knows.
A pervert.
Yeah.
In a Japanese game.
I know it's unheard of. So the first one, the first storyline we had was, we believed that there was an assassin's guild, and there was, trying to kill Zack. And
that's what they do.
And what turns out is we go through all this stuff, and we meet a bunch of assassins, and everybody's like, yeah, no, we're not going to attack the wedding. What's wrong with you idiots? And then we finally get to the assassin HQ, and they're like, yeah, the leader decided that since all you keep doing is saying we're going to attack the wedding, we decided we're just going to attack the wedding. We weren't going to, but you kept saying we were, so yeah, we will. And also the guy that was part of their fan club gave him a terrible cake. That is actually part of their reasoning for attacking the wedding, just because the cake he gave them sucked.
Wow.
Yeah. In case it's not apparent, this game is fucking terrible. So we beat up the assassins, and we think, okay, well we figured out why they attacked the wedding, so disaster averted. We go back into the present time, and it turns out that no, we didn't avert it. A whole new group attacks the wedding, completely shanks the shit out of Zack with a scythe, which was beautiful. And it turns out that it was our friend Reijo who was attacking the wedding. So we go back in time to figure out why the fuck Reijo was attacking the wedding. And I'm not making any of this up. This is the actual plot. So we discover...
So it's Majora's Mask, but with more fan service?
And like, really stupid, because it's trying
really
to do...
stupid, okay.
It's trying to do, like, time loop shit. So in this time loop, Reijo made a deal with this thing called the Nether Drake, a giant dragon. And part of her deal was that she had to bring cakes to a witch, but never be seen giving the witch cakes. Well, guess who saw her giving the witch cakes?
The witch?
We did!
Oh.
Yep, so because we saw her getting cakes, the deal with the Nether Dragon was changed, so now Reijo is being told that she has to kill Toki. So that brings us to now, where we're trying to
Mhm.
figure out how to undo all of that. So yeah,
You know,
that,
at first I was
that's-
going to praise that the character design and the animation has like a reasonably large number of frames
Mhm.
and looks pretty good. But now that you've fought the same bad guys 8 times,
oh
like,
yeah.
is it gonna be the same fight every single time?
Well, they kind of change up which enemies you fight, but there's about 3 or 4 you fight per area, and then a palette swap with them later on.
Oh, it's a new enemy. Wow.
Yep.
I also can't get over like that skirt of hers, how it's like animated to just never quite show you the goods.
Yep. And that's a big part of this game's, and I use the word very loosely, charm, is that it's extremely horny. It is very horny.
Yeah. That's not that unusual. It's also a little, well, I guess it's a little unusual that she has a gun, but I guess that's not unusual anymore. They just do whatever the hell they want in these games.
Well, it sucks because Toki is a pretty decent character, and she definitely, like, according to the way she's written, loves Zack, and all he wants to do is see her and all of her friends naked and have sex with everything. It just undercuts the entire her whole motivations and all of her character, because it's just like, I don't want to help this guy. Fuck him.
So what makes you want to play this game then?
I promise to play it if I made affiliate.
Okay.
Ah, shit, no. Wait, hold on. I have this.
What level are your characters?
Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. If I get hit by that attack, it makes this fight like a million times more annoying. Someone watched Looper in Japan and decided to adapt it. Alright, what was your question again?
What level is everybody?
I'm level 8. Wait, what level am I?
Okay, well, I may be out of the loop a little bit. It's like all your numbers are in quadruple digits, but it is a JRPG, so...
Well, this isn't even that far into the game, as far as I can tell.
So, right. Well, I'm out of the loop. Modern JRPGs probably going like the days of 9999 being the cap are long gone. We're at 5 and 6 digits now. We've got 64 bits to play with now.
Hell yeah. Well, it's not like this Gaia where the whole leveling and damage output is meant to be funny. So what they'll do sometimes is you'll go into an area and then they'll dump in like an extremely powerful random encounter.
Just to kill you?
I guess. I don't really know. I never thought about the reasoning why. I just felt annoyed by it the entire time.
I mean, I'm going out on a limb here. It could just be a bad game.
It's an extremely bad game.
When was this game made? It looks pretty recent.
Well, it's on the PlayStation 3, and
Okay.
think
I didn't realize they were still doing the I walk around and suddenly get ambushed by something that random from nowhere land. I didn't realize they were still doing that.
Maybe I haven't. I'm pretty sure there's an item that stops us being stops the lowers chances. There we go.
Okay, it's a 2012 game.
Yeah, it's technically fairly recent. It was only 6 years old. Which
But it is an action-oriented battle system rather than turn-based.
It is, but it's not good. It plays just as well as it looks.
So what, do you just hammer when the charge bar fills up, you just attack?
So I'm doing the gun... I've looked away for a moment there. So I can use my gun by pressing circle. And then I can hit one of these buttons to do a different type of attack. There we go. God damn it. Now I'm gonna have to leave this frickin' zone if I want to get those charges back. Oh, fuck this up. Yep. Without magic, this fight goes on forever, and I don't have anything to undo the buff, or the debuff, rather. Shit!
Sucks to suck.
Okay. Fuck this. Alright, just a second. Yeah. And out of here.
Why does she have a gun? Also, man, her sprite looks terrible.
Hey.
Because it's a JRPG in the 2010s. Everything's steampunk now.
How you doing, Torben?
Alright, let's say.
You're here. It's time for time and eternity. So it's good as you're gonna be. Also,
I've had this burger sitting in front of me for about an hour now, and I still haven't touched it.
Oh, stomach giving you problems?
No, just been distracted.
Eat the burger, Torpid. Also,
what is
hey
this
Ironcast,
fucking
how you
music?
doing? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Rafferty, I'd say the same to you, but you're in voice chat, so fuck you.
Basically.
How you doing?
Is this a new song?
No. I mean, I think
Huh.
it's the same song for this area.
I don't know, kind of like it.
It has some redeeming qualities, very some, and that's why, like I mentioned before, I was rethinking my labeling this the worst game I've ever played. It's definitely up there, but at the same time, is it fair to say it's the worst game I've ever played if I can find some things that sort of are good or slightly redeem it, when a game like Nightcry exists?
Well, like, here's the thing. It's a like, do you want to like an actually bad game or wasted potential, which offends you more?
Because they both are. Nightcry was built off of the idea of Clock Tower. Clock Tower has a great premise and a really good loop, I think. You know, you get chased by an enemy, you ditch them, and then you solve puzzles, and then if the enemy appears, you ditch them again. Like, I dig that a lot. Whereas Nightcry takes that and fucks all of it shit up.
Throws it off a boat.
Yeah. And here's this game where it's got a good story. Or it had a good story. The whole, what was it? The idea of the wedding. God damn it!
Looper for waifus.
Yeah. Like, the plot that we've discovered is not good at all, is what I mean. But the initial idea of, okay, you know, these two are to be married, the, you know, fiance gets murdered or is attacked, so the other one tries to go back in time and stop it. It's a neat story. It's a good idea. But it's executed so dumbly.
I mean,
I don't
I do
know.
like the idea that you literally cause every single problem that is killing your fiance. But also, the once again, the implementation's so bad and shitty. Like, I like the idea that your time traveling is actually what is causing every single one of your problems.
Exactly.
That is an interesting wrinkle.
It's just that like, if you put that on paper, just on its own, it's not a bad idea. It actually sounds kind of cool. The way Torpid explained it to me, I would play that game. I would play the game that Torpid is describing. But then you actually play this game, and you
And it
realize,
feels like filler.
yeah,
Everything feels like filler.
Well, it's you know, I was just looking this up. John Carmack's famous statement: "People expect video games are like porn. People expect there to be a story there, but it doesn't, you know, really matter." So, I mean,
for me, it's more if you're gonna put a story in, you know, you want to actually make some effort with it. And this game has really good ideas that just none of them are executed well at all.
I don't know.
That
The
design-
skirt animation looks great.
That's because I hired an animation studio to handle all of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm just coming at this from a sideline, but it's like, I think you guys are missing the point. The game isn't about the story.
It's all
The game's about
the
pushing
story.
buttons and watching skirts.
I mean, the main character is a blatant self-insert. The dragon, that is, specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's designed so that the masculine character in the game isn't a threat to the the male audience. It's kind of like, hey, he's
Well, you
there,
can
but
insert
he's a
yourself
cute
into
dragon.
him.
Right. So I think what you said, so you can insert yourself into him, or at least he's not threatening to you.
Torpid, remember
But,
that Nether Bullets quest that I swore I would never finish? Well, I
Oh
accidentally,
my
wow.
god.
accidentally finished it. Because I hate those enemies.
I'm just having virtual highlight flashbacks. At least in highlight, you can see the monsters.
Hmm.
I mean, speaking of slow beef, because I think there's only 2 people who actually play virtual highlight, him and me.
You poor souls.
Also, have you witnessed the dual personalities gimmick?
No, I was actually hoping I was gonna mention that to him after we leveled up. Just to, because I was waiting for that what the fuck moment. I'm so lost now.
Is there there's a mini map? Is there a big map?
No, it's just this terrible mini map that gives you no sense of direction, no idea where things are. And the levels are sprawling, but they're not
They're
big.
sprawling but linear. I can see in
Yeah.
the mini map that it's just like a corridor.
Yeah, it is. But that's the weird
Lightning
thing about it.
returns.
It's the weirdest thing about it is these levels are large, but they feel large, but they're linear, and you can get lost in them.
So see, this is where. Do you mean weird as in unusual? Because I just mentioned Final Fantasy 13.
I'll be honest, I played Final Fantasy 13 for maybe a couple of minutes doing the demo, and oh shit, my health's really low. And that was about it.
Yeah, it's also like linear because they're afraid, and it started with Final Fantasy 10. They're afraid people are going to get lost, but it has to be an JRPG, so it's got to be really long. So just long corridors.
Also, the
hit-
branching was only ever for treasure.
Hey,
But there was always
T-Call.
treasure at the end of one of those branches.
Hey, T-Call, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Nope, we've just been locked in this crappy place trying to figure out where the hell to go.
You only fight them one at a time too. That's so a little unusual.
Yeah, it's not, the combat's bad.
Yeah. It's there's really no good, like, what's the best way to put it? Everything you do is 100% committed. So when you dodge, you're committed into that dodge, and you need to wait until that whole animation finishes. Same with attacking. If you attack using the gun, you gotta wait till that animation finishes. You cast a spell, and the enemy tries to attack you. Too fucking bad. You
can't
Yep.
cancel.
You can't cancel anything. So you're gonna see me get hit a ton because of just that awkwardness where every animation has to end in full.
So there's no if there's a time attack or a charge bar, I'm not seeing it. So maybe I'm just missing it, or there isn't one there.
Let me tell you about the meter in the upper right that you may not be noticing because it looks like shit.
So if you check the
Okay.
minimap, upper right of that shows you how long you have till the next fight.
Huh.
It's green right now because I used an item to try to lessen the amount of time that I'm fighting shit, because it's honestly insufferable. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out, well, we figured out why Reijo stabbed us. Now we're trying to stop Reijo from stabbing us.
Oh, we already did that.
No. We're working towards that now, because we figured out why she did it. But we gotta go, I guess, deal with the Nether Drake.
Thought you already did.
No, we just met him. Did we fight the Nether Drake again?
No, you didn't fight him. You talked to him, though, I thought. He just kind of relented with ease, actually.
That just shows you how really good my memory is.
Oh, the little clock thing in the upper right.
That means nothing. We don't understand.
Yeah, but what?
I completely agree, Ironcast. Dying Light is fun to watch and even more fun to play. This is miserable.
What? Okay, so when you shoot, little white dots appear on the clock.
They do.
Yes,
And
that's what I
there's-
was talking about. It's a complete nonsense meter.
Yeah.
Like I think it's trying to show the flow of combat, but it's impossible to read.
I just did the drop, the flip kick, and I felt like it. I can't cheese these guys, and that bothers me. I was kind of hoping we could cheese every enemy in the game with the flip kick.
Also, yeah, attacking normally just increases your, or is SP increased over time?
This is weird. So everybody hates this game except Kotaku.
Well, actually,
Yeah, sounds about right.
I don't know if it was on Elegant Frost's stream or Tia Call's stream, but one of the other people who I know through streaming, friends with, I think, maybe, I don't know. I don't have friends. Anyway, they had somebody on their stream who's telling me they legitimately, genuinely like this game. And I'm not going to bash them for liking something I don't like, but it's just, I had to understand why, because I'm playing the game. And,
Well,
I just,
I mean, I'm not playing the game, but it doesn't look like. I mean, I know you were talking about this is the worst game you've played, but I'm thinking like, wow, I can think of several games that are worse than this.
well, see, originally that title went to Daikatana because I considered that the worst thing I've ever seen, and it's it's still one of the worst games ever made, definitely.
Yeah, Daikatana is way worse than this.
But at the same time, I saw potential in Daikatana because it's fucking Romero. Or, yeah, John Romero. Yeah.
It's John Romero's only solo project, and it's terrible.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
that
it
should
was.
mean something. Yeah, it's just terrible. Well, I mean, this has potential too, but this is at least fun to look at. Like Daikatana is just miserable to look at.
Yeah, I mean, and also Daikatana is very casually racist. Let's be honest here.
I mean, something I always want to reinforce with people: Daikatana is after Half-Life.
I know, and after Doom 2, games that really.
Well, no, sorry, it's after Quake. It uses the Quake 2 engine, but like when people like talked about like Daikatana and this potential, it's like Half-Life had already come out a year or more before Daikatana came out.
And
So
Daikatana
when
was
Daikatana
made
comes
in,
out with its
I think 2 years, because it originally had a development timeline of 6 months.
right, well, it starts before. Well, but also Half-Life has a huge development time, like a ridiculous development time. No one knows about that because Valve time hadn't been invented yet because Valve had just been invented. But moving on from there, it's kind of like there were already games that looked better than Daikatana when Daikatana came out, and it's just a miserable slog with the stupid frogs. But whereas like, and also I'm like the animation in here. I mean, maybe people will complain about the low frame rate, but the characters look pretty. You get to look at.
So my
somebody's
problem is
butt.
that the sprites run the gamut in this game. Like, some look really nice. Like the main character actually looks pretty alright in motion, but like some of them, like a lot of Draki's idols look like crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only seen these monsters like the purple one, but
Where the hell
I mean-
am I?
if you like doing the same thing over and over and over again, this looks like a fun game.
Ah, I love tedium.
I'm
As
trying to
near as
figure
I
out where
can
the
tell,
fuck
a
I'm
lot of
supposed
people like TV. I can stream me playing Dark Souls 3. Watch me kill the same bad guy 50 times in a row until he drops the right thing.
Trying to figure out where the hell I am so I know where
I mean, grinding can be like enjoyable or at least mindless in some games, but in this game, it's the combat always requires your attention, even for normal enemies, and it feels like crap the whole way through.
Yeah, well, this just the interface looks pretty, but you're right. It's also like largely meaningless. And like, what's with this quest log? It's like this. You can only go north and south. Why is there this huge quest log?
Also, it's weird that they don't set, cleared quests separate from like quests that you're working on.
Yep. Alright, so we need to be in here. So let's check the forest depths. Because this is where one of the big ones is.
Can you go back to that first? I want to see find the devoured president. What the hell is that?
Yeah, so that's a quest where, and just a heads up, everybody. I don't normally do trigger warnings and things like that. You know, this one kind of hits home for some people. This is a very fat shamey.
Fat shaming.
It's just
Super fat shamey.
It
Oh
all-
my god.
it just keeps on banging on about how the guy's fat. So just kind of keep that in mind.
Jocularity.
See,
Like,
and
it
whenever I hear
never
that word,
shuts up.
whenever I hear jocularity, I think Father Mulcahy from MASH.
Thank you. You're the first person to get that reference.
Wait, so you're referencing when they were in the tent and the film goes out, so they were all mimicking and
And they're all telling terrible
jocularity,
jokes.
jocularity.
Yeah, and Father Mulcahy says jocularity. Yes, that's exactly where I get that from. You and I are on the same
Yes.
lameness wavelength.
Actually, the jocularity, if I remember correctly, was done by Colonel Potter when he was mimicking them. Because I mentioned jocularity a couple times, but his entire line was just jocularity. Where the
Might be, but yeah, we're both thinking of that. That's yes. So yes, when I shout jocularity, it's about something like supposed to be funny but isn't.
Now, there will be times where I might not hear either of you because you're very low, and this game is insanely loud because it's coming through from my TV. So if I turn you up, the chat will hear you guys way louder than they need to.
Doesn't your TV have oh man, what do they call those? Right, volume knob.
It does, but that doesn't change anything on my end because I have the TV muted right now. But I have my headphones connected to the TV via a coaxial.
Roger that.
Yeah.
This is
my
real
TV is-
nitpicky, but no, go on.
I was just gonna say, I'm unfortunately I've got a TV that doesn't have a 3.5 or a digital output. It has a coaxial output, so I had to get a little box that goes into it, and then I just plug the headset in.
Wow, that you're.
Also,
Yeah.
X, could you do me a solid?
Yeah.
Could you only move at angles?
I could try, but
She has a side. If she has a sidestep animation.
I don't think so.
She doesn't. She slides.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to show. But I mean that doesn't bug me as much as just normally running forward doesn't look great because they have her angled in her sprite.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to do the oh man, like the Resident Evil 4 thing where he's not in the center, he's off to the side.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not my issue. It's like they're trying to go for a sort of perspective thing, but it doesn't work. So it just looks like she's actually always running at an angle while still moving forward.
Well,
It's
it's
slightly
because
off.
it's because the world has a focal point that's different from her animated focal point. So it's slightly off.
Yeah, stream should be able to hear both of you fine. It's just because on my end, the way that my setup is.
Okay.
What I'd have to do... here we go. Here we go.
It is time.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Say hello to Toki. She is the second soul living within Toki's body. This is Towa. Living in Toki's body.
Oh, a second soul,
Yep.
but
Yeah,
the
not,
same.
not multiple
butt.
personalities.
Yeah.
She has two different souls.
Yes.
One of them's blonde, apparently.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, blonde and yellow eyes, actually.
And one other
Okay.
feature that you'll soon see.
If you want
Please stop bringing up the boobs.
Will never let it go.
So every even numbered level, you switch souls.
Every level.
every
you switch
level.
souls.
Okay.
Which is really good because there is a mechanic in this game.
Shit.
Love. So
Love, yeah.
yeah, there's a love stat, and that love stat determines what ending you get, basically, like who has the larger love stat.
Yep.
So there's a Toki and a Towa ending, but it gets better, because if you're a New Game Plus, you can get the best of both worlds ending, where you get both personalities, if the love is evened out.
So how am I supposed to keep? Am I in? Oh, maybe we're not supposed to go any further.
Also, love gain in this is super arbitrary.
Right.
Because, you know,
so
so he'll just
basically, it's-
randomly gain stats in combat.
If it
So
seems
it's
like I'm
an-
going around in circles, it is because I'm going around in circles. I have no fucking clue where I'm supposed to go now.
What's up, Rafferty?
So it's a reason you have to play the game 3 times to get all 3 different
Yeah.
endings.
If you hate
and
yourself,
If you want
And it's an artificially lengthened game.
Yeah, if you want to get the best ending, you need to do New Game Plus.
Which we won't. Once I'm finished with this game on the final stream, I'm just gonna show a YouTube video of that ending, washing my
Please
hands of
get
this
like a
game forever.
webcam and some scissors and cut up the disc.
Huh. So I guess later we'll see the dating simulator elements, or is that the love mechanic?
That's the love mechanic.
Yeah.
How is that a dating simulator element?
Love meter.
So basically,
I-
what
it's co-
happens is there can be a number of different events. Well, 2 events that I know of. One of them happens on this field that we're on, and one happens in your house. And when you do one of these events, it will raise that love value for that character that you're currently playing.
So basically, but since it's controlled by your level, if you wanted to get one character more than the other, you would have to purposely avoid the event and grind.
So there is an item in the game, the pepper, which will automatically switch personalities.
Or you could do it that way too. So you
It's
change
a hot pep. You bite a hot pepper and it changes your personality.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's really good because basically the only way you can get the best ending.
Is to use the pepper in the right way.
Actually, why don't you show them the love meter quick?
I did. It's not.
No, we already saw it. It was
Did
already
we?
on
I
the
want to see
screen.
it again. Who's winning?
We
The
were
one on the left.
Wow, Toki is fucking destroying.
Yeah, I've been focusing on Toki for this.
You
Also,
disgust me.
I thought before that she's...
Oh, on the right, my bad.
Yeah, she's definitely not wearing clothing.
Yeah, they're naked. It's a JRPG.
So what's also really good about the love mechanic is it has no reason to be there. Because starting off, like Toa has no feelings for him, and she has no reason to have feelings for him.
Oh no,
Also,
but,
he's a terrible character.
well no, because as we've been going through the story, she's starting to develop feelings for him.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. But you have the mechanic there from the start,
Yeah.
which is weird.
I'm just gonna go with sloppy.
It is incredibly.
I mean, I don't think yeah. I don't know. I know it's like it sounds weird, but it's just like, oh, this is just a really pandering game that.
That's basically every game by this dev.
Yeah, it's just Image
Yeah.
Epoch.
Okay, I've never seen an Image Epoch game before.
prepare yourself.
Did I
to be
change
fair,
personalities during
I'll-
Doom? I'm not following.
Oh,
I
they
think
no
it
longer
would-
exist.
Yeah, no, they went defunct years ago.
Oh yeah, and then the president went missing for a few years.
Almost
Oh,
committed
that's this
suicide.
guy. Yeah, no, they actually only went defunct in 2015. It's not that long ago.
Almost committed suicide.
Mm-hmm. This is that guy's Manos, the Hands of Fate.
They did have a game that came out after this, but yeah. It's,
Oh, their last game was a Game Boy game.
Nothing will stand in my way.
And apparently,
Tournament
there's
of the God. Yeah, Tournament of the Gods.
oh, is it? Where is
Oh,
it?
for the 3DS. My bad, not Game Boy.
I found the manga equivalent of this game. Manga.
Mango.
The mangoes. Made
Yeah, they
Arc
actually had
Rise
several games after this.
Stella
Wow,
Glow. Didn't you review that? God damn
Yeah,
it.
Stella Glow. I was about to mention that. That's published by Sega and Atlas.
I am at a complete loss. I think I'm supposed to do the president quest to continue the story. but I'll be goddamned if I can't find him. Shit.
People seem to like Still Aglow.
I can't believe somebody from Kotaku gave this a good review.
They made Yoshi's New Island for Nintendo.
Hmm. Thankfully, Brain Buster, I am not. Oh god. Oh my god. that trophy pot completely crapped out the frame rate. That was good. Shit! I timed that so wrong.
Wow, they made a lot of games. Oh my god, they made Sands of Destruction! I reviewed that!
Sands of Destruction.
Yeah, Sands of Destruction is a JRPG where the world has been taken over by the Beastmen,
Okay.
and you're playing humans who actually want to destroy the world instead of like save it because you're bitter teenagers. And originally it was going to have a concentration camp in it
Oh god.
where the Beastmen were raising humans for food, but that got cut out because that would have given them an M rating or past Peggy 18 or whatever, and so they kind of nerfed that, and so basically it's just you killing a bunch of monster people, and they made an anime based off of this,
This sounds familiar.
which is even more nerfed because the anime is played for laughs and has comedy and is tone deaf, and I had to watch every episode.
What?
Sands of Destruction.
Wow. That is video
Yep.
games.
Yes, the oh wow, the game didn't come out in the U.S. until 2010, but the anime was like 2007 because that's when I was reviewing anime for The Escapist. So they sent me every episode. So it's very well animated, but the story is terrible, and the writing, like I said, is tone deaf. Where it's supposed, like, you can see the seeds of where it's. The teenagers are supposed to want to destroy the world because the world is supposed to be terrible, but there's so much executive meddling to the point of like, it's like, guys, it's not that bad. It's not that terrible. I mean, sure, humans are like second-class citizens, but that's not a reason to destroy the entire world.
Let me see if I go this
It's
way.
like you can still get jobs and stuff, and
No, see, you gotta start to, you gotta burn it all down.
yeah, so it's really like weird. So
So the SP meter, because I remember that was brought up before, the SP meter goes up over time and also goes up when you hit. When you hit them, it causes it to go up a little bit faster.
okay. Also, as a side note, I've been reading through Image Box's catalog. 3 of the games so far has a teenage boy with amnesia as the protagonist.
Very popular trope.
Barf. It's just like, really?
And it's a very easy way to set up a self-insert character you can insert yourself into, who knows nothing about the world.
Yeah, but
It's
wow.
super lazy.
I think we're seeing that's the unifying trend in Image Box right now.
Yeah, no, they made a lot of shit. There's a reason they went out of business.
Yeah.
They were in business for 10 years.
Yeah.
They made one of the top-selling video games, for the DS because they made Yoshi's New Island.
Except
Which
that
is
one was crap.
It's a critical failure, but a commercial success.
Oh yeah, because it had the fucking Yoshi name on it.
Right.
I have no clue where I'm supposed to go. Let me read this thing again.
It's a bad game though. Oh man.
Vengeful Forest, which is where we are. Wait. Head to Hateful Forest.
Not Vengeful Forest.
Oh no, because it says search Vengeful Forest, but in the details it says they're in the Hateful. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Because
Sir,
I'm not doing this the entire fucking stream.
is there a difference between Hateful Forest and
Well,
Vengeful
There's
Forest?
Vengeful Forest, apparently Hateful Forest, and Cursed Forest. There's 3 different areas.
Okay, don't want to screw that up. How do you get to Hateful Forest? Do you have to use fast travel on the map?
No, I'm trying to figure this one out. I'm looking up the walkthrough because I'm not doing this I've been doing this for. Holy shit! It's 8:45. I've been doing this for 45 goddamn minutes. Hold on.
That's short for a JRPG. Back then, if we didn't spend 50 hours before we got to Disc 3, we banded our Nickelback. Wow, this Fate Stay sounds amazing.
What are we talking about? Fate? Oh man, Fate. Let me tell you about Fate.
Okay, so these Epoch here worked on Fate Extra,
Yep. Yes,
but not
they
Fate
did.
Stay, and this looks pretentious as hell.
So we talking Fate Stay Night?
Well, I'm reading on Fate Extra right now, but Fate
Oh,
Stay.
Fate Extra is it's special.
Yep. They always say
which
things
is-
like alternate universe or different dimension, or different dimension, which is same characters, different crap. Gotcha, guys.
What's even better is that there's an anime based on Fate Extra, and it is by Studio Shaft. It is by Shaft, if you know them
Yes,
at
it
all.
is. I don't
And
think
it is
so.
magical.
Let me see. I don't
Like
think
you
I've-
think the description you read of that game is up its own ass. It is aggressively Shaft.
Wow, it sure looks like it. Yeah, I'm looking down the list. I don't think I've ever seen an anime by Shaft.
Actually, fuck this. I don't want to fight them right now.
Retreat.
I'm gonna check the main map again. 'Cause maybe it's just, another example of this game fucking being terrible. And maybe it's not actually in there, because there's no way I can get through there. Plains, no. Okay. Thank you for obscuring the entire map. God damn it. So is there anything, there's just that one person there. Okay, fine. So it's the game sucking. That's great. It tells you to go to the Vengeful Forest, but it's actually in the Hateful Forest. Yeah, awesome. Sweet.
Alright, well, at least we'll see some different assets, because they totally map this one differently, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. No. Every zone is just uses the same assets, and then usually just adds like an extra filter.
Or a different time of day.
Yep. Okay. I want to just hammer this home here. It says here, head to Hateful Forest in her stead and find the president. On this page, objective: search the Vengeful Forest.
Mm-hmm. No, I hear you.
Because what I was
No,
thinking
you
is,
don't understand.
Yep.
Yep. Bring me the pallet
Not a
swaps.
good-
There we go.
Not a good game.
No, it's a very good game. What are you talking about?
Look at that smile, though.
Oh my god, it's the same freaking monster!
Yes, it
Yup,
is.
welcome. This game loves its palette swaps.
Prepare yourself.
Animation's expensive.
It is, but it is super fucking egregious in this game.
It's more expensive when you're outsourcing it to a Korean animation studio.
Wow, Shaft.
right in the face.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking up Shaft's catalog. And like, wow, there's a lot of fan service in here.
Oh. Thought that would have killed him. Oh, yeah, so remember what I said before, Rafferty, about them putting in, like, a powerful enemy? Shit.
This is one of them?
Yeah, because he's level 27. I am not level 27.
No, you're not. He's only 5 levels above you, though. But that does seem a little off. See, I'm having like an old man flashback here, because I remember in the like Ultima 2, one of the earliest RPGs, they had a note that you have to watch out for the immortal mutants. Because every now and then you'll run into an immortal mutant who's cursed to walk this earth forever and cannot be killed. And it's actually just a bug in the game that some enemies will have a defense value that's so high they're literally unhittable.
So what level are we? We're level 22. Alright, so 45 minutes of me wandering around like a chump. But now we should be making progress.
Do you always have the same gun? Do you get a new weapon or anything?
Oh yeah.
You do get weapon upgrades, but they're rare.
Oh, I got some new stuff here.
Finally, a vibrato sword. A railgun?
Yep, got a railgun.
Oh, finally.
Did I just
Strong
didn't...
against robots?
Huh. So I just didn't, yeah.
Have you tried checking what charms you have?
Let's see.
Wow, you suck.
I think this is all the latest stuff I need.
No, it's super out of date, dude.
Really?
It said recommended levels 11 to 13.
Oh shit. Whoops. Alright, well, we'll find some stuff then. Check the shops, I guess.
If you want to run, do it now.
Wow. So is this a budget title?
I don't think I ever paid $60 for it, 'cause I did buy it on release. Wait, why is he not taking... Oh my god, all these enemies are way overpowered. I can't do damage. Okay, so I guess we'll forget about that one. Dark crystals, so we'll go to the Cursed Forest then. Holy shit.
Oh man, I wanted to see the problematic content.
You're looking at it. This game is just problematic content. But no, this game, you know, puts up the worst first impression you could possibly get from any game. It opens with you doing the visual novel like talkie sections, and you're speaking to Zack, and the first thing she says is, you know, should we do it now? Talking about, you know, should they get married? She wants to get married right away. She doesn't want to wait. Well, he takes that as, oh, let's have sex right now. And that's the first 5 minutes of the game. Yeah, just right into the horny. Doesn't even wait, just smacks me with the horny.
You gotta, you know, it's nice a game that respects your time and gets right there. I mean, it's not like people bought this game and said, huh, there's 2 naked women on the front cover. I'm surprised this has salacious content.
Are they naked on the cover? I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
No, they're not exactly clothed either, but...
Oh, I need to close that window there. Now I can see everything fine. Best game is that he has thus far neither had sex with or even kissed her. But the worst part of this game is there's no ending that denies him either. He wins one way or another.
You said your goodbye.
Well, does he not have a dragon at the end?
Not even.
Well, no, I'm gonna assume that we fix everything at some point.
Wait, going from dragon to human sounds like way downgrade.
Well, he was originally human.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so good, but still.
Listen, Dragon, he got no dick.
Maybe I'm out the
Smooth
corner.
like a Ken doll.
What, is that actually a joke that he doesn't have a dick?
Well, I mean, you look at the Dragon's model, and he very clearly does not have a dick.
I just assume that's because of the way he's drawn.
I wasn't the one who originally figured this out.
I'm not sure I want to engage in speculation on this.
You
I
don't.
was very blissfully not even thinking about it until somebody's like, "Hey, he's got no dick."
Smooth, real smooth.
Well, he's also a tiny dragon. He's supposed to grow up, right?
Stronger and stronger.
We don't know, actually. That's the thing.
They haven't really gotten into that detail yet.
He's just kind of always been Draki.
Why is there a soul switching mechanic? Why does this waste our time?
I can turn
She's
the
like-
game down on my end.
Look,
She's
look,
exactly
Rafferty,
the same.
it's two ladies for the price of one.
This is it. So nice.
Okay, so
But
I can
it-
turn it down on my end, and then I can turn it up on your end.
Good.
How's that?
Look, all I'm saying, two ladies for the price of one.
No. In this context, no.
Well, all ladies look exactly the same. I've seen anime.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's racist.
No, that's Sword Art Online. That's the one I've been watching a lot lately, and oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Why are you watching?
I'm sorry.
Well, because we were talking about it earlier, because I've got like projects going on, and it's like I can't get over like how boring the female character design. They're literally exactly the same.
Oh, it's got wicked same face. Oh my god, does it have same face?
It is
Tia-
so
Tia-
amazingly same.
I can't express how much I hate that post. That what you just said right now.
Same face?
No, Tia call. She said,
Oh,
two
yeah.
girls, one schmuck.
There'll be nothing left after this.
That,
But,
that is also horrible.
Yeah, Rafferty, like, are you watching the new SAO, or is it...
I'm still on 2, I think.
Oh, the one where his cousin wants to fuck him, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
His sister cousin.
sister cousin. Oh boy.
His cousin who was raised as his sister.
See, like without making too big of a deal about it, it's kind of like you can't go to people's summaries because people always have summaries of the stories, and that are always like if someone did a summary of this game here, they would probably talk about the deep involved timeline and how each time they go back they cause another problem they must undo. But then you go play the game and it's like, wait, so you thought they wanted to fuck on the first date? Then you see all the fan service of her skirt almost but not quite. No, we can almost see her undies. Like then you play the game, you go, oh, that's what it's about. So anime is pretty much the same way, where people tell you, oh, I'm watching this with a deep involved story, and then you watch it going, oh, so it's sister and cousin.
I mean, look at that happy ass tree stump right here. I mean,
Well, if you're gonna have to
That
stare at
pause
an
for
ass,
trying to think of the word really worried me.
well,
But yeah,
I
no,
thought-
SAO2 is real bad. I mean, SAO was... The first one was, like, mediocre. I wouldn't call it outright fucking terrible, but it was definitely not amazing. Like, the animation was there, the music was there, it's just the writing was kind of bland.
I keep having to tell myself that
But
there's
then
no way
Two
that they,
takes that and throws it in the fucking
there's-
trash!
there's absolutely no way that they could be referencing The Prisoner because this is too dumb of a game to reference something good. Not
I've
in
heard
this
the
way.
offshoot one was okay. The gun gale, whatever.
Log Horizon or the Gun Gale? I've not seen Gun Gale. I've seen Excel World, which is it's in that weird anime zone where they say it's related, but I have a feeling they say that because they want you to watch it. Excel World is I'm enjoying Excel World. So and then there's Log Horizon, which takes it more seriously. This is a huge explosion of these, and then there's Overlord and Death March to Cutie or whatever that's called.
Death March Rhapsody to Another World or something like that.
Death March Rhapsody Another World. And the first time I heard it was called Death March, I was thinking, does Japan really want to talk
Task
about what they did
number
in
2.
Baton?
Raid
I thought that was a
monsters.
national embarrassment.
We have to kill. We need 5 Nuback sacks, but I'm pretty sure we've got it. Give number 4 the ice. Yeah. So
One of my favorite nonsense moments in SAO is like, say favorite because it's fucking terrible. It is just like, oh yeah, you can actually fuck in this game, and I was sitting there in my chair like, what?
I'm glad they programmed that. Oh, I could go on and on about that, but I don't know if people want to hear it.
Yeah, that's a
That kind of
really
SAO.
weird bit that doesn't need to be there ever. It doesn't make any sense.
So
well,
the nice
it
thing
doesn't-
about the rambling that we do in this game is by the time we find quests that require items and require us to just farm enemies for them, we've already done it. Because every
No,
single fetch quest this game has given me, I've already fought that enemy 500 times and have the items already.
Yeah, so that's kind of like a. So you don't have to. So all the items you have to get are random drops from enemies.
Yes.
Yep.
It's
Oh
all
my-
fetch quests.
Well, but there's fetch quests where you have to go to the bottom of a dungeon and get the thing out of it, and then come back.
There are no
And then-
dungeons in this. It's all overworld.
We're in the dungeon.
Right, but so it's all overworld, and everything you need is a random drop. It's like
Yeah.
wow,
Basically.
wow, it just new levels of laziness.
Oh yeah.
And
If this
it's not
game
even
is-
different. They're not even different maps.
Nope.
Please tell me there's a map that doesn't have big giant trees and mounds of dirt everywhere.
Well, see, this is the spooky forest map, and then we had the weird, like, floating islands map, and then just
it.
this game sucks.
But what Ironcast said reminded me of my favorite bit from SAO 2, or whatever the Gun Gale one's called.
2, yeah.
Yeah, it's 2. Just you have this character who's afraid of guns because of a robbery as a kid.
Mhm.
Mind you, A, she lives in Japan. First off, this is important.
Right.
But she's worried about her fear of guns, so she regularly points a toy gun at herself to try to get over her fear, and plays a game entirely about guns.
Aversion therapy.
Yeah, I forget that that's
It's exposure, yeah.
I think that's exposure therapy.
Yep, it's exposure therapy. But it's just the way it's handled is really stupid.
Yeah.
And once again, she's in Japan and she's worried about her gun fear.
Yep.
Is he
When I-
healing
But
himself?
also she
Yeah. This enemy. So every enemy has a specific pattern they do every time. So this enemy will initially start by charging you and trying to slash. Then it will hang back. It'll attempt healing 2 to 3 times. And then it will attack you with a frost spell. Oh, okay. Alright. Or sometimes it'll just heal once. That works too, I guess. It's one of the more serviceable parts of the combat, is enemies have a specific pattern, and they will follow it beginning to end, beginning to end.
So do you get your magic points back by attacking?
Basically, yes. SP
yeah, the
is
SP in the bottom.
SP is wait for it, which takes a while for each pip to appear, or you hit them and it makes the pips appear quicker.
Wow, so this is...
Terrible, yes.
Yeah, well,
Incredibly tedious.
it's weird because it's like, it's so terrible, but it's so easy, which is the thing I'm wondering about. It's like
Easy is not the word I would use for this game.
So the other great thing is the combat gets a lot easier as the game goes on. Because early on he was struggling to output damage at a decent rate.
Okay. So
But as he
yeah,
got
I am
more
coming-
spells, it just became easier.
Yeah, once you get spells, you can start doing real damage, because your regular attacks don't do shit.
Right, because yeah. So really, you're just doing the regular attacks because you have to do something while you build the magic meter.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mhm.
And that's why that succubus fight, if I get hit by that spell, I just either have to rewind time or run away, because holy shit, trying to fight anything, because everything has like a couple thousand health. And you
Yeah,
can
well,
see-
everything's got big numbers. Also, like, you know, this shows how out of the loop I am. I notice you're not, like, you know, you don't have one hand on the health potion, which I guess is, like, not too many people do anymore.
Also something you may not have noticed. Both girls have different damage types for their spells.
They are different colors, so yes.
Well, it's kind of an issue because monsters have different weaknesses.
Right, but you can't control which girl you're playing at the time, so it's not like there's tactics to it.
Well, that's why.
That's what I mean, though. That is the issue. Is there
Yeah.
are some times where you just be doing less damage than you should be
well,
due to no fault of your own. You just happen to level up at the wrong time.
well, the damage output is based on a couple of things. One, your weapon itself, which is really dumb. So we could have, you know, one of these, which will do different damage. Like this is better against, you know, the undead, but really, no, it's not. But if you equip a weapon that's like flame, and you go into an area full of fire monsters, you're not doing any damage, which we found out the hard way.
Well, that makes sense.
Now, Toki's actual inherency with fire is her spell. Her first cast is a fireball. Toa is a lightning bolt. But they both have a elementless.
Untyped.
Yeah, a
Usually more
non-type.
people use this untyped.
Yeah, a non-type spell. Yeah. So there are kind of ways around it, but it's still kind of just poorly thought through.
You forgot that there aren't like side grades for weapons when he was mentioning elemental types.
Mm.
There are no side grades. You will just straight up have a better gun that also happens to have an element, and there's nothing you can do about it because that's that rank of gun. It's like, hey, your next rank of gun is in fact lightning. Deal with it. Jump.
I mean, somebody finally had to say it. And then she lets it go. That's beautiful. What do you mean you're gonna go fuck a dragon? Whatever. Okay, fine.
Just wanna fuck a dragon.
Oh, that's right. We're here
Wait.
getting a ghost a bigger allowance, who somehow makes more than a princess. Okay. All he does is buy comics and fast food. Fucking nerds. A part-time job gathering lanterns of death. Hey, I've got a bunch of those.
Just drop the lanterns at her feet and walk away.
Exactly, Tia. You fuck a dragon? Well, you're not fucking my husband. That's alright, you're fine. We're not even getting anything good out of it either. That's the annoying part. We get a little experience and that. What? So she's giving an extra 5 money. They call him Chronos
Chronos?
because time and eternity. Get it? Chronos, time? I hate this game.
As you should, as we all should.
So we've apparently helped a ghost get an extra 5 monies.
Gonna strike it rich.
Crypt Keepers. So we're in the Cursed Forest, but I don't see any... Huh. Well, I haven't seen any Crypt Keepers. And I kind of wanted to do that quest because it seemed like it was... I could have sworn it had a... No. So that's not worth doing anyway. Yeah, this one. Because I get a silver sword and gun. And I want those. But I wonder if they're, like, lower because the level is 19 of the quest. I'd much rather watch Tales from the Crypt. It's entertaining.
Yeah, well, I would just... Man, doesn't anything change?
No, it doesn't.
Nope.
Hope you enjoy seeing the same sprite over and over.
You could just watch a porno. It would be cheaper than $60.
And it'd be more enjoyable.
And the scene would change. I mean, she has two souls, but it's the same character.
It's
Just
a
her hair
palette
changes.
swap.
Yeah, it's like...
How does it feel to know that you're fucking palette swapping the main character?
It's not even palette, it's just her hair.
And her eyes.
Are you?
Also, her,
You see, Toki is red hair with red eyes, and Towa is blonde hair with yellow eyes.
and Toki doesn't have a combo with the gun. Towa does. See how I'm just doing a single shot from the top? Well, Towa will do... Oh, right, yeah, and as Tia Call points out, Towa's boobs are bigger.
Oh yeah, you're right, they're slightly bigger.
I hate all of you.
Well, that's also a staple in, like what's okay, I apologize for not knowing all the names, but I know there's
Redhead is Toki, blonde hair is Towa.
no, I meant the Professor Layton, not Professor Layton, Phoenix Wright games. Doesn't Phoenix Wright his secretary? She can summon the soul of some mystic, but whenever the mystic possesses her, her boobs get bigger.
As happens when you possess somebody.
Yeah, so that's a thing in anime.
You see, the soul is stored in the boobs.
The soul is stored in the boobs. Well, it's stored in the heart, but the heart has to get bigger.
The heart is covered by the boobs. You
It's
see.
covered by the boobs.
Maya can be possessed by Mia, her dead older sister.
Yeah. Which just happens to make her chest bigger.
Right. I mean, that's what happens in a possession. Haven't you watched Paranormal Activity?
I thought Paranormal Activity was a way to sell you the Kinect. Because you can use your Kinect to find ghosts.
That too.
No, the ghost was behind you the entire time.
I mean, it makes great sense. Horny. There you go. That's your
The
explanation.
ghost was inside your chest the entire time.
Yeah. And honestly, there are some people out there who just got a lot of soul.
It's just the same thing over and over again. I'm just backing
Yeah.
out
Heart of
watching you
Evil
do it.
Soul.
So I do these in. I was originally going to do these in 3-hour blocks just so I could get through the game quicker. And I realized quickly after 2 hours that I would probably end up drinking bleach.
Die. You would keel over and die.
because this
The
is
body
just,
can only handle so much tedium.
yeah, I didn't
Like
expect
that is the issue with this game. Is it's bad, yes, but also it's boring.
right.
Which is the worst thing a game can be.
It's long stretches of fucking nothing. And they did it specifically just to pad out the game time. Because look at
Like
this!
the game is
Look at this fucking area! There's nothing here!
like it's fine if a game is bad if it's entertaining, but like being boring is just sucks the life out of it.
It does. So we are on the 8th stream of this. So 2 hours piece. That's 16 hours. Hey, a Crypt Keeper! Finally! I want that
Like the
damn
point
weapon.
of games is to have fun, but if you're just bored,
Holy
then what's even
crap!
the
It's a
point?
new enemy.
No, it isn't actually. It's a palette swap
Yep,
of the
we
first
saw this
enemy
enemy the
fight in
first.
the game.
This is the first enemy you fight in the entire game.
Oh.
The disappointment.
It's great here. You just lose all hope. So this enemy really sucks, because it will just keep doing that over and over. Also, hey, we got a raid, Max and Chachi. Thank you so much. How you doing?
Pair of nerds.
They are a pair of nerds. Absolute nerds.
Hello, Radies. Prepare to be disappointed.
Oh, they've been here.
Delicious tedium.
Just like my parents, be ready for disappointment.
Wow.
Yeah,
Huge if true.
it's painfully true.
What the way the dragon just bumps into crap. Like, let's not even tilt him or anything. Just boop, just shove right on over.
I feel like I'm going farther in.
Oh, it sure is a thing, Eddie. That is a very kind way to describe it.
They have a funny way of saying this sucks. Ow.
I could see you playing this like on a portable, like if you're just bored.
See, look at this. This is all it will do.
Yeah, like I could 100% see this on like a PSP.
But portable games that aren't turn-based are a little more annoying to play. Yeah, it's just, man, I was just wondering, like, who is this for?
Horrible people.
Oh yeah, because for reference, this is PS3.
Right, this is a PS3 game, so I'm thinking, like, I guess it's for, you know, horny teenage boys, but I would think there'd be way better games you could play as a horny teenage boy than this.
Also, mind you, this is like midway through the PS3's life cycle.
Okay,
Yeah,
did we
but
get
it's
enough
like-
Dark Crystals? We did.
It's
yes.
like 2013. You have lots of games.
I think it's
Uh,
2012. But
Fuck, I
yeah.
have no idea where the fuck to go. Shit. Okay.
Well, no, that's what I'm like. What's what I mean is like it looks like this and plays like this in that year. Yeah, it's 2012.
God damn, I just want a real
Like,
map,
look at
like a big fucking
how-
map that I can look at.
Awful these environments like clash with the character sprites.
No, it's
Yeah.
perfectly good. You got your nice 2D sprites, and then you've got this poorly textured 3D area all around. It looks great. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, this is the default camera angle.
Can you change the camera angle?
Yeah.
You can zoom out.
Maybe
It
I
just,
can
it just
choose
looks so bland.
It is. It's aggressively bland. That is the game.
Okay, I can't cheese it.
Like I have had plain white bread less bland than this shit.
I like plain
Yeah.
white bread too, which is fun. Alright. So the reason why this enemy can keep doing this is if you look down at the bottom, its SP meter, once it hits mid, it will never go down below halfway. Because the cooldown between its attacks is it's extremely low. So it has no recovery time, or it has like 0 recovery time. So it'll do its attack and then go right into the next attack, and its stuff is still, its SP is still going up. It's amazing.
Also,
There you go.
Max in the chat has a request.
Oh goodness, a story summary. Do you want
Which
that
is
from
great. 'Cause even he can't get it straight.
Hmm?
So which is great because you can't even get it straight.
I hate it so much. Okay, so do you want me to start from the beginning, or do you want from the last time you were here? Alright, she needs... Oh, she's doing more hamsters, I guess. Alright. Whatever, I'm out of here. Things that you need to know. Alright, so, the lady on the left is Toki. The dragon on the right is actually named Zack. But currently his soul is stuck in the body of a dragon named Drake. Toki and Zack were meant to be married, but fortunately, on their wedding day, Zack was attacked and stabbed fatally. So to stop this, Toki goes back in time, somehow taking the soul of Zack with her, and Zack's soul ends up inside the body of her pet dragon Drake. Back in the past, she discovers there's an Assassin's Guild that she believes is meant to attack him. She finds the Assassin's Guild's fan club, who then go on a quest to discover whether or not the Assassins actually are going to attack them. We repeatedly get told by the Assassins, no, we're not going to attack the wedding, we have no idea what you're talking about. Until we get to the Assassin's HQ, and upon which the Assassin's leader basically says, yeah, no, we're really not going to attack you, but since you kept saying we were, and also that one guy gave us a terrible cake, we're going to fucking attack the wedding. So we beat them up, and we stop them from attacking the wedding. Go back into the future. The wedding happens again. And then all of a sudden the wedding gets attacked by a bunch of monsters, and Zack gets absolutely shanked to shit by a ghost with a scythe. Really good. But the person attacking the wedding this time is actually our friend Reijo. So we go back in time again. And we discover that Reijo had cut a deal with a dragon to do a thing, and then as part of that she was supposed to take cakes to the witch, who's been giving us advice throughout the game so far, on the condition that nobody ever sees her giving the cakes to the witch. So we arrive just as Reijo is giving cakes to the witch, and basically we fucked that up. So now the dragon basically tells Reijo she has to kill Toki, because the deal has been broken. Upon which, that's kind of where we're at now. It's pretty much the story.
Well, no, we solved the issue with the Nether Drake.
Did we? I don't remember doing
Thought
that.
we did.
I don't remember.
Sworn we did.
This game is just a blur of stupid. So
I may have been barely there mentally when you did that. Though.
I think that was when you were asleep. Yeah, Zack just sucks and is horny all the time, and I really just don't want to fight these things anymore. I just don't.
He also just wants to fuck anything with a pulse.
Yeah. This is the way
It doesn't
out.
matter who it is.
The very least they could have done is leave a little marker that shows you're leaving. Like, you can leave this way. Like an exit marker or something. The least they could have done. If they weren't going to give us a real map.
Could they do any less?
They could have. They could have just not given us a mini map.
God, this stupid picket fence. Oh.
Just of all the assets to be annoyed by, the fucking picket fence.
It just keeps. It's so. So Unity Asset Store.
This game. It leaves a good taste. It really does. It is now 9:24. I've been at this for an hour and 24 minutes, and I haven't accomplished a goddamn thing.
Same
no,
as
you-
it ever was.
You talk to 2 quest people. You got 2 things off your freaking quest log.
True, but we really haven't advanced the story, which is really what I've been
There
aiming
is
for.
no story. Don't lie to us. Your numbers go up and then the game ends.
For this blend of 2D and 3D gives vibes of someone's first attempt at a game with ripped assets. Yeah, that's about right. So we did that one guy's thing. I need to go to him just for that, just to get those weapons.
And that's the great part, because these devs have been making games for several years at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah. The company starts in 2005, so this is like 7 years in.
Mm-hmm.
it's amazing.
It's just so, but it's just so lazy. It's like it's almost as if they have contempt for their audience. But this isn't the only game like that.
And they don't have a sprite of his back, so they just had us behind him and him pointing towards the camera.
Hey, sprites cost money.
Now I can take my research into a woman's heart to the next level. I regret giving this guy anything.
Why is it just called visual novel then? Why does it gotta do the stupid 3D crap?
So we did all this to get a book back for a ghost, and then we got these 2 weapons. So let's see if this was just like a waste of time.
I mean, my problem with 3D is it just feels really half-assed.
Hey! There we go! Finally, our first set of weapons in the same tier with the same amount of stats, but different elements, or different uses. I can't believe I got excited for a moment. How dare this game?
I feel like silver would be much more useful than vibrato.
You know nothing of vibrato. Okay,
I still
now-
don't understand these trees.
So basically most of these are just to unlock. So basically what they do is when we unlock one of these, the next time we level up, we learn all the skills for those nodes. So if I do those, now we have all of these to go next, and we should be getting some new stuff. Beastmaster. Allows you to ask for Drake for favors in battle. Did we ever even, like, figure that out?
But what about Ashura King? I need to know what that is.
Here we are. This is what I need. Healing. What's Rebirth? Default behavior? What the fuck does that mean? Wait. You see what I'm seeing too at the bottom there, right?
What, Dragon of Battle?
It says, so Dragon of Rebirth, the one I've got now, if you look at the bottom left, it says Drake command. Default behavior.
Okay.
And this one says physical attack buff, which I guess would be a damage buff. Sure, okay, that makes sense. But this doesn't, what the fuck is default behavior?
That's
And,
when he flies
so
out
this
and
AI
fights
back to
things.
normal.
And Dragon of Healing, defense. Oh! Okay, I think I get this. I don't know what this is, but this must be offensive, and this must be healing.
Apparently, if you get low, yeah, does he switch off? Does he attack when your health is high, and then
Yeah, like I
defend when
feel
your
like
health
it's
is
an
low?
AI change, is what it is.
That's so dumb.
Okay, but could you please look up what Ashura King does?
Ashura King?
It's one of the things you can pick up.
It's an item?
No, I mean in the tree.
Oh, let's see. Gifts. Ashura King. Allows you to learn more battle skills.
What?
And increases our SP.
Okay, what about Little Devil?
Debuff spells.
Also, what is the difference in color?
Because they're different spells and stuff specifically for each character. Oh, wow. That's interesting. This one's a green, but this one is a yellow. Alright. Why am I here? Oh, yeah, getting out of here. Like, if you think I'm joking when I seem confused or I forget a thing, I genuinely don't remember stuff. I think it's either long-term, it's long-term or short-term, but I have, like, a really broken sense of memory.
Well, this game isn't doing you any favors.
Oh, no, no.
With the blandest names and... Oh my god, this guy again.
Yep. We'll see different stuff when we find a new zone, but for now it's just, if you've been following from the beginning, you've seen them all.
What's the point of your little dragon guy attack? What does he do, like 100 points of damage?
Actually, let's find out what this does. Shit. Okay. Okay, yeah, so he just did a defensive buff.
Well, felt a lot of good, did you?
Yeah, I can't, is there any way for me to... There's no way for me to tell what those, symbols mean.
No, it's a typical JRPG with these symbols on the screen.
Oh, here we go.
Crap.
Super kill!
He's been super killed.
No, that's what that was. That was a finishing move.
Right. I just think it's hilarious. Super killed. It's super murder. Oh, your sincerity has gone up. Man,
Yes.
all this time, I thought you were just a poser. But now I believe you.
I'm way more sincere now that I fought those zombies.
Does that mean the Great Pumpkin's gonna show up?
Sincerely. It's a good game.
So what's great about the sincerity stat is it affects one of his resistances, but it also increases his love.
Mm-hmm.
So sincerity, on top of love, also affects the love meter.
Hey, it's the greatest genius ever, only with different hair and eyes and a different shirt apparently.
Ah, it's that sprite.
Yeah.
Have you seen this guy before?
Yep.
There's a ghost in my bathroom at school.
Lady Flower is really, really scary, guys. If you knock on one of the stall doors and speak her name, she shouts, "I'm shitting here."
Isn't there a ghost in the bathroom in Harry Potter?
It's been forever. I don't remember. It's ghosts in like everything.
There's ghosts in everything now.
Also,
Ghosts in Better Call Saul.
There's a bathroom ghost in Echo Night Beyond. Of course you'd know it, Max. Of course you'd know that one, that there is one there, and the name of it.
Moaning Myrtle.
Or
thank
Chachi.
you.
I don't know if it was Max or Chachi. We never know for sure.
My money's on Max.
Toilet ghosts are also a big thing in Japan.
Yeah, because it's dirty and because they're dark as hell. Because they don't. There's a weird thing in Japan where they don't like to put light bulbs in the bathroom.
I wouldn't want to get dragged into a toilet. Wait, no, I'm playing this game. Anyway.
We have it on the authority of an 11-year-old that there's a ghost in the bathroom.
That drags you into a toilet. Chachi has never
He
read Harry
sounds-
Potter.
He sounds very sincere to me.
Mm-hmm. His sincerity
Fucking
level
called
went
it.
up.
Wait, are you actually going to go inside the school? Is there going to be a new map?
I don't think so.
I fucking told you
What?
that it was
No!
Max.
No, you don't get to go
Why?
into the school. The school ghost that haunts the bathroom is actually in the Vengeful Forest.
Wow, attendance must be way down.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, wait a minute. So there's a ghost in
BRB
the
gotta
bathroom,
hop on the Airbus.
but she's not in the bathroom.
No.
She's in the forest.
You think they were gonna model a school, you fool.
How? What? Did they like write the whole game, and then when it was time to make the game, they realized they didn't have
Oh,
money
okay.
for assets?
Max wants us all to be very, very clear that she's the only one using the Max and Chachi brand name, and Chachi uses
Yeah.
his LP. Okay.
Yeah, it's what I've always figured.
I mean, I figured that too, but I just wanted to be sure, because it does say Max and Chachi. Unless Chachi's not actually there. But a manifestation of... No. Anyway. We lost the weight shaker. There is no Chachi, only Zool.
Look, if there's no Chachi, then I'm impressed by Max's ability to drop her voice several octaves.
And speak to herself on stream. Just quickly
Damn, Max, you got quite the range.
the Freddie Mercury of streamers.
What the hell is that outfit?
And it's a dress.
You see that in anime characters a lot. It's like a sack.
It is a very weirdly designed type of dress.
Well, it's got to be a mini skirt because you have to expose thigh flesh. That's the rule. So, but it's also a one piece. So it's really weird that it's cut that high.
And it better not be a one piece. All the pirates will come and try to get it.
If only like a pirate would show up. This would be this boring.
Just fucking lay waste to everybody.
Jesus Christ! Everyone is outside.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm not taking that last quest because I don't care.
Hey, welcome back.
So
We finished a job for you, so you'd better open your ears this time.
I said I would, didn't I? So.
Oh my God,
what
animation.
now?
You are the witness for the deal Raijo made with Netherdrake, right?
That's one of my many side jobs, yes.
How many jobs does she have exactly?
Raijo could have canceled the deal if she was able to make your wish come true for 100
Look, it ain't
days.
easy being a witch, buddy, alright?
Was to eat
A witch
Ricardo's cake
doctor.
for 100 days straight without anyone finding
A
out.
doctor witch.
But then, we saw Raijo deliver a cake to you. Since that means your wish wasn't
Look, all I'm
fulfilled,
saying is that being a
you
doctor
have
witch
to
don't pay like it
notify
used
her.
to, alright?
Is that right?
I don't know what cake you're talking about, but
Woman, we saw it.
Stop lying.
you are correct that the deal can no longer be nullified.
And there's nothing you can do about it?
Huh?
As the witness, can't you find some kind of workaround to cancel the agreement?
God, I am forever in awe of
The
her
rules were
outfit.
set by Netherdrake himself.
But something terrible is going to happen if we can't do something.
There's your cosplay
What
right
do you
there.
mean, something terrible?
Just dedication to a terrible
If we don't
aesthetic.
do something, Raijo is going to sacrifice her life to Netherdrake.
What? Why would she do that?
Because otherwise she's got to kill me.
Let me explain.
Just every time they say Netherdrake, I just think of World of Warcraft and all the time I
Oh,
fucking
that's not
spent on it.
necessary.
Huh?
Still a better time spent than this.
Netherdrake's never been the kind of guy you want to deal with. Even I try to avoid him if I can.
He's such a
Then,
douche.
Can you think of any other way to handle this?
We could feed him Drake.
Well, if you really wanted to, you could go and talk to him yourself.
So that's what it comes down to, huh?
I don't know if even that'll work, though. He's violent, and he won't bend any rules.
I'm sorry, but I can't allow that.
What?
Raijo, I'm the one who started all this with Netherdrake. You shouldn't put yourselves in danger for some girl like me. Rachel, you're not just some girl. I'm just some girl who's just some girl.
Ah!
You're not just some girl who's just some girl.
Rajo, you're not just some girl. You're rich as shit.
Fucking stop, okay? That's enough! Holy shit! I can't take it anymore!
Anyway, say you do talk. to
God
her,
damn it.
Everything goes just great.
Oh, I was
You
gonna have an
get tossed with
aneurysm.
another Drake, and the wish
Mr.
you make
Rajo,
for
I need to
yourself
save you.
is
You're
to
richer
be
than
yourself.
God. You hold up the economy.
Remember? The wish
Oh
you
God,
made
her
when you were a
animations look
child?
terrible.
Seriously, I got a headache now from that exchange.
Oh, that.
I'm not even like
oh,
exaggerating.
God.
With it.
What? Are you serious?
Like the witch's animations look so
realize
bad because it
everyone
seems
will
like they
find out
cut
the
out
truth,
half the
right?
frames.
The truth?
I'd be happy to tell you two everything. But not here. I'll wait for you in front of a house just north of here.
According to Eddie, the voice actor for Toki
Rachel.
is also the voice actor of
She's
2B.
gone.
Well, gosh.
That's
What's
not
gonna happen
surprising.
now?
Could
Yeah, I
you
would
give
never
us a
fault
little
someone
sneak
for the
peek
voice
into
acting
what
job they
Rachel's
take.
story
Yeah,
is
no.
all about?
With how things are right now, I really don't think that would be appropriate.
Money's money and you gotta keep busy.
It's not like the games are all that different.
Damn.
Man,
that is fucking harsh.
I'm just hating on everything, aren't I?
I think we have
Oh
to-
man, the Japanese version has fucking Norio Wakamoto? Goddamn.
Thanks for coming.
What have they done?
Norio Wakamoto's a fucking legend.
This is where I'd like to
That's
tell
what
you
he's
about it.
fucking done.
Why here?
Okay.
This sad place is full of ghosts.
It's a
He's
special
got an
place
incredible
for me.
voice. Is
It's where I was born.
very good at hamming it up.
Sorry for calling it sad.
And has done a
You were
lot of
born
shit.
Here? That's right.
Oop, here we go.
There were
Important
still some
plot.
people living here back when I was
Like
born,
Cell
and there was
in
a
Japan
one-armed
or
lady that
M.
covered how
Bison.
wealthy. And me, I myself was born into poverty.
Huh?
I was
What?
born
Rachel's
poor,
family was filthy rich.
so I wished I was richer than God.
Don't get me wrong. I didn't have a bad life by any means. My mom and I were poor, but we had food on the table and clothes on our backs. We were happy.
And then
My
I
dad
got
had already
money.
Passed away by the time I was born. So mom
Then
worked
I got
hard to raise me by
fucking
herself.
loaded.
But then
And then I got loaded after that.
mom came down with some kind of illness, and she died.
Suddenly money.
So I was left all alone. Everything around me stayed the same, though. I felt like my mom might still be alive somehow. I searched for her everywhere. Eventually,
Then I
realized
realized that money rules everything around me.
Grant any wish asked of him, and one day, I found my way to him.
He helped me
I
see
asked
the
him to
the
bring my
joys
mom
in
back to
capitalism.
life. But he said to me,
Impossible!
apparently human life was beyond even his control.
Was she trying to impersonate Nether?
Yes, he was. Just move along.
So instead, I asked a different wish of him.
Yeah, Drake, like, why did you call attention to that? We didn't need that.
Make me a rich young woman. All the wealth that I have.
But
was
we're not going to
taken
comment
away
on
from
her
me.
trying to impersonate herself.
I'm not actually rich at all. I've been lying to everyone.
I'm poor as shit.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm sorry, we can't be friends since you lied.
You don't have to apologize.
It's true, I'm nobility. I can't be friends with the filthy poor.
You just did what you had to in order to survive.
No,
I'm sorry, it has to be this way.
the reason I wanted all that wealth was. It was all.
Oh
because
yeah,
I
Kira
wanted to
Buckland
be
plays
friends with
Toki and is
Toki.
uncredited for some strange reason. No, it's actually
I
probably
actually
Actors
met
Guild
the two of
reasons.
you in Kamsa once.
I don't know, I would write in and be
Mama
like,
died.
look, I did this job, I got the money, I just don't want
It's okay
anybody
if
to
you
know
don't
it was me.
remember. It was just for a brief moment. Maybe it was because I was.
Sometimes,
alone.
but it's usually for
You came
like
and
union
said hi to
reasons.
me,
Mm.
And talked to me like we'd been friends forever. You also told me your secret, that you were a princess. What a wonderful
How is that
moment
even
was.
something you could keep a secret?
It was the first time since my mom had passed that I actually felt happiness.
I was secretly a filthy poor the entire
I
time.
could join your circle of friends.
What? Yeah, can you keep a secret that you worked on
And
something?
then, when I actually managed to become friends
But
with
like you worked on a shitty game like this?
ecstatic.
And it's usually, once again, usually not a case of keeping it a secret.
Yeah,
Since then, you've been
I mean,
It
your
might-
name's not on it, so you
But I
have
want you to be
what's
happy
called
forever with
plausible
your birthday.
deniability. If someone says, "Did you work on this game?" You can say, "No, my name's
I
not
want
in the
to be there to
credits."
celebrate your marriage with everyone
Yeah, but
else.
usually if they're uncredited, it's because
Just
of,
cut
of
ties with Netherdrake.
union guild reasons,
Even
what
if
have
it
you.
means
Right,
I lose my
because they did it
wealth,
under the
even
table.
if I can't be
Yeah.
part of Toku's world anymore.
But also it means that
I
they
don't
can
care.
then not worry about that as well. It's
I'm
like
not
you
going
pick
to
and
give up on
choose what
this,
you go
Rachel.
uncredited for.
I'll do whatever
Yeah.
it takes to get you out of that deal. And no
what I
matter
love
happens,
is because they
we're
just
going to
have
be
a
friends
set number of
forever.
animations to choose
I want
from,
you to stay
they
with
will
us.
consistently use animations that
Ugh.
are that just don't work
This isn't fair.
given that
I've got
situation.
no defense against a sob story like
Yeah.
that.
Lazy. We said that already. Oh my God.
It's more like being cheap than lazy.
Yeah, I would say this game is
Because they
100%
pay for
cheap.
so much from the
So you
animation
went to
studio.
Netherdrake, huh?
Yeah.
Cheap and lazy. Yes, those are two words I
Better.
would use
Yeah, I
to describe
guess
this
so.
game.
I hesitate to ever say lazy in regards to game development just because of how
It
difficult
made me
developing a
realize
game
that
actually
I
is.
would-
how poor we were.
I would agree. Cheap's probably a better word. It's not that they
Yeah.
were lazy; it's that they weren't going to pay for it.
I have to help somehow.
Make the
Listen,
shitty
I just
game as
started a
cheap
medium
as
business.
possible.
Let me connect you with your mom.
Well, this is 100% budget. I mean, fucking look at it.
What kind of job is
Even
that?
stuff where it looks like they're cutting corners, like
You
that's
wanna talk to
definitely
your
not
mom again,
laziness.
right?
It's just a
Well-
money thing.
Sure.
Okay then.
Yeah,
Let's
this
do
is
it.
done on the cheap. It's. I feel sleazy watching this.
This makes you feel sleazy, buddy. I got some shit for you.
Oh, I'm sure you guys have
Rachel,
way sleazier than. I was
this
just
is,
looking through
your
Epoch's
mom,
cataloging,
don't
going.
you know?
"Ugh."
Hold on,
Yeah, no,
hold on.
like,
This
a
is
lot
a
of
thing
their
that's
shit-
happening.
Wait. This is your dad. Yes?
Stop faking.
Ugh.
I need more training. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of games like this, like Hyperdimension Neptunia,
Rachel.
bunch of VNs. They all stand around talking like
I wanna see
this.
your mom.
Yeah, but
Oh,
usually they
God.
have more going on. And
Well, they actually have behind sprites for these people.
Okay.
Eat the cake! Eat the cake!
All right, folks.
I
We've
can
got-
be the medium.
We've got a couple of options here. Do we tell Rachel to eat one of Ricardo's cakes, which actually can let people see ghosts, or should we let Drake Zach be the medium? I really want to know what y'all think. I see, Rafferty, you said cake. And
Eat the cake!
Torpid, you're on the side of Drake being medium. They don't have any kale, Tia. Why would you want to inflict that on anybody? So we got 2 for cake and 1 for medium. 3 for cake. The option that thwarts the lizard is good. Everybody.
Look, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you're gonna play a garbage game, be as terrible as possible.
But see, the
Y'all
thing
are
is,
fucking
the
cowards.
thing, Torpid, is everybody just hates Zack so much.
I know, but I want to see how bad it can get.
Where'd that come from?
You've never tasted his cake before, have you?
It really
Absolutely
just
not.
bothers me when people wear their
I've
hats
heard the
lopsided like.
rumors of just how gut-wrenching it is.
You're right about that. But also,
It's like, do you know what a hat is
simple bite
for?
will Open up worlds you never knew existed.
In a sense,
Yeah,
it's just
that
to
might
be
give you a way
stylish.
to see your mom.
I guess so. At least it's not one of those sideways masks. That really bugs
Come
me.
on.
The one where they don't wear it on their face and just hang it off to the side.
I'd
It's hanging off
rather
to the
put it
side.
in
It's not like they
but-
pushed it
Well,
upwards.
they
It's
want
on
the
side.
mask on, but they don't want to be looking through that shit because it's annoying.
But then just don't wear a mask.
No, it's called a fucking aesthetic.
Okay, so we finally established a motive for all of this. The only reason why she went to the Netherdrake was she was poor. She wanted money so that she could become part of Tokitoa's life. Great, so now we gotta go find Ricardo. Now,
Actually, the reason she went to Netherdrake is because her mom died and she wanted wanted her revived.
well, yeah, initially, and then she's like, okay, well, I'm poor. Can you just give me money then?
Oh yeah, like I may as well wish for something while I'm here.
Yeah, what? Oh, right, the map was just wiggling.
What if
Ah,
Ricardo improved his
why'd
taste
the
somehow,
map have a seizure?
and now it actually tastes not terrible.
That seems unlikely.
This effect, while neat, is completely annoying because it just obstructs the view of pins and locations.
Hey, we pay for these cloud sprites. We're gonna use them.
I know, but they could have at least made them transparent.
They could have.
Or
We're gonna go check and see if any new jewelry and shit came in. Oh, right. Let's check out Imperial Sword.
Sword of Death. Odin. Just fucking call it Odin.
So 276. Oh wow, yeah, I'm way behind. Okay, let's find our top tier.
That'd be Fenrir.
Say Fenrir. All right. Yeah, I thought I no. All right. So do that.
Oh man, that would fucking bump up your magic. That said, I need to dip out.
Yep. All right. Thanks for stopping by.
Later, dude.
Later.
Thanks for coming.
And then Var.
Thanks for coming.
Belt of Death.
Thanks for coming.
So there we go. So now we're gonna equip some new stuff for us. Oh no, we already have them equipped. Okay. So let's start selling our gear here.
Thanks for coming. For coming. For coming.
Keep that. Get rid of that.
Coming. Thanks for coming.
you don't have enough to afford the top tier stuff.
Not the weapons. I bought defensive stuff because I, kind of needed that. So what I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
do-
smart. You should always buy the defense for the offense.
Yeah. So these two are basically the same. So that means that we can actually buy better than what we found. So we can definitely get Odin, which is top tier for that. So everything is just basically all of it's based on all the like top tier stuff we're getting now is named after something from the Norse mythology.
Yeah, it's called being lazy.
I mean, I wouldn't really say that's technically lazy. It's just it's incongruous to everything else that we have here.
Except if you've played JRPGs, they do this all the time. Like everything in JRPGs is like grab a thesaurus or grab Bullfinch's mythology and just start randomly copying words out of it.
So we're gonna swing back to the house. And
Yeah, see, Ironcast Knight hates the hat too.
and the last thing we're gonna do is a quick love event. with
Oh
Cody.
God,
Discouraging.
what
having
is
a
even
win.
happening?
So this
What is this?
This is going to be an event where a thing happens, and probably going to be something perverted, because that's this game's entire theme. So she's tired of the wedding being interrupted. I would think getting this idiot killed would be a positive, but wonder when we'll finally be able to get married, so I can kill you on our wedding night. Get married right now. I mean, technically, that gets around the issue.
Why can't you marry him while he's a dragon? I mean, is she racist?
I mean, I think that would be speciesist. It wouldn't be xenophobic. I think that's someone from a different land is you.
Yeah, that's fear of foreigners because
Right.
he's a naturalized citizen.
I would say yeah, because he's actually a knight, in human form. It's not a dragon; it's a Digimon. Even if we solve that problem, you're still stuck being a dragon, because then we'd have to go into the future anyway. Okay. So, we didn't have our wedding, you wouldn't have to die. See, that's that you know, you're kind of making a case for having the wedding. Should they call off the wedding? Yes. I want to see what happens. Because he's a selfish little shit, and this is completely in line. Yes, we brought some misery to his life. Worth it. Just trying to expose him for the selfish little shit that he is. Oh. Though I feel kind of terrible about this.
These people are horrible.
I mean, I like Toki and Toa. They're good characters. Everybody else fucking sucks.
She's got that weird thing where she's got like a proper collar, but her dress is topless.
Yep, the collar's not attached to... I think it's attached in the back, maybe? I agree, Iron. Just separate the souls and have them both get married.
Yeah, that's a way better story.
Could have had so many different better stories than this. How is that a collar? It's a necklace. Well, that's part of the marriage ceremony. Is it's one of they both have to, you know, cut him open, right there on the altar. To make sure our wedding is totally safe by fucking up the timeline some more. I mean, here's another idea, though. What if they just go into the future and have everything prepared for the attack? Then the attack fails. Instead of trying to stop the attack ahead of time.
I think you're putting more thought into this story than the people who made it.
I definitely am. And that increased our love with Toki by 10. Go us.
I mean, this is more like they had a bunch of assets and hired somebody to write a story around it, and they only gave him like, well, it's a Japanese video game developer, so I'm assuming they only gave him 80 hours in 1 week to write it.
I wouldn't know, to be honest, but it's definitely underthought, and it's weird though because it's underthought, but at times just like complex, but in all the wrong ways.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like negative again and say that's not unusual for like anime and manga stuff, where it's overstuffed with a whole bunch of ideas, but if you stop, they don't make any sense. By the way, here's a pretty girl to look at.
I mean, yeah, that is unfortunately the way a lot of it goes. With that in mind, I think that is a good place as any to call it. I want to thank you all so much for coming by watching. And of course, I will see you on the next one. Later.